Fellow Biafrans, I welcome you to Biafra Universal TV. Without taking much of your time, I want to inform you that something is happening in the north now, in the northern Nigeria. And that thing happening in the northern Nigeria is capable of spreading all over the country. Without taking much of your time, there is something going on secretly, mostly from the Islamic clerics, the malams, the imams, the emirs. These people who claim to be the Islamic religious leaders have been forcefully accusing Biafrans and Simon Ekpa of the chaos, mayhem, terrorism, bandits going on in Nigeria. Of which what I'm telling you now, some of you have come across it, and some of you have not seen it, where they are accusing Biafrans to be the major causes of Nigeria mayhem, the anarchy going on in Nigeria, killings, abductions, kidnappings, and raping going on in Nigeria. But today, I want to tell you that it has come to the knowledge of the whole world and to the knowledge of Nigerians that Biafrans have no hand in the false accusation from Islamic religious leaders in Nigeria. Biafrans have no hand in it. Rather, is the Islamic religious leaders that are supporting and funding the terrorists and the bandits in Nigeria, because they have never for once in unity come out to condemn the act of irresponsibilities of Fulanese Mieti Allah terrorists and bandits who are looking for land to settle in Nigeria. And today, the Chief Defense Staff of Nigeria, Christopher Musa, have made it clear and explicit. Categorically, he has spoken that Nigerian armies and the police have no power, have no strength to fight bandits and terrorists, Fulani Mieti Allah terrorists that were orchestrated by Buhari and northern Islamic leaders. Because now when you look very well, you will see that what they are saying have to do with what? It has to do with jihadist. They call it a jihadist war. All right? Jihadist war, holy war. The time that all the Christians in Nigeria will be fished out and killed because they are infidels. It's only Muslims that have the right to exist in Nigeria. But guess what is happening now? The Army Chief Defense Staff have made it clear that all what the Islamic leaders are saying and doing against Biafrans is bad and it is not good, And what they're saying is not true. It's false allegation. That the fault is from the president of Nigeria, Buhari and Tinubu, and the Nigeria military forces and Nigeria police forces. They are the people who are not able to fight terrorism, because there is no any Igbo man or woman that you have arrested before and his name is Oji or her name is Orieji or Ude. You have not catch any of them practicing terrorism. And these have exonerated and vindicated Biafran agitators and Biafran leaders who are fighting for the freedom of their people. So, there is a serious problem now, because majority of the northern people, Hausas, they believe that what Simon Ekpa is doing is the right thing to be done. Let Biafrans go their way. The real Hausas who have nothing to do with the terrorism are now supporting Biafra agitation and Biafra restoration. And they said that when this happened, as soon as it happens, then they too shall be separated from Yorubas, so that Tinubu can rule his people. Because, like they said, they are the one that without them, Tinubu will never become a president of Nigeria. For your information, where this matter comes from is very long, is very far. Because Tinubu said he sponsored Buhari to become a president. It's not that Buhari won election, he didn't win any election. Now, for this reason, it is his turn to destroy Nigeria, and that is what he's doing. And this was why Buhari and Tinubu colluded with Yakubu Mahmudu to take away Peter Obi's presidential certificate and give it to Tinubu. It's very, very clear and very sound. You don't have to say you don't understand what I'm saying. So, if Hausa people are now supporting Biafra restoration, why should Peter Obi be looking for where he will become a president in Nigeria? Tell me. Tell me why Peter Obi now have been running around for Muslims so that in 2027 he will become a president of Nigeria. Listen to me. There is no anybody, as long as heaven is concerned, that will enter Aso Rock and bring peace to this country. The only peace, the only way for peace to come to this country is what? Disintegration. And that is what the real Hausas are saying today. Instead of Tinubu to continue, let Nigeria be divided. So when they are talking about Nigeria dividing, you should understand that Biafra is not included, because Biafra is already on their own. And from the beginning, they don't believe that Biafra is part of Nigeria. All right? From the beginning, they don't believe it. But they believed that they can use Biafrans to be sustained and be gorgeous, more comfortable. The pains of these Islamic clerics or Islamic leaders now is because of the oil wells they are having in their compounds that is getting dried. If you don't know that the channel underground pipes to their oil wells in their compound, where the oil from Biafra land is now being supplied to them undergroundly inside their compound. And they are more comfortable than any man from Biafra land. And they have foreseen that the departure of Biafrans from Nigeria will not only affect them, but will expose them and show to the world that without Biafrans, they cannot do. Because the oil well is getting dried. They are in their houses selling crude oil. How many governors, how many politicians from southeast or from eastern region of Nigeria that have oil well in his compound? But go to the north to show you the level of the marginalization and the level of Igbo politicians' myopicness. That what belongs to you legally is what somebody is now trying to give to you, a token out of it, and you are happy. So what gives you joy and what makes you happy? Meanwhile, this thing belongs to you legally. And I want to tell you that Hausas believed, the real Hausas, I don't mean Fulanese, they believe that they don't have problem with Biafrans. And this is why you see they relax their mind, they are doing their businesses in Southeast and what have you. Because they know what they're doing. And you see that when the killings from Fulanese becomes too much, what did the Hausas do? What they did was to move down to eastern region of Nigeria because they believe that they will be protected there. Now, they have come to discover that Nigerian military is not meant for Nigerians' protection. Nigeria police is not meant for the security of the citizens of Nigeria. So, The security forces of Nigeria are only meant for politicians.